here. Today I wanted to play my M18 Hellcat. I'll show you around how I play it. Might not be the right way to play it, but when you got 57 run rate in it and one of the top people in it, I obviously know how to play it. So, and yes, I do use Quickie Baby's XVM mod pack. Um, I recommend them. It's pretty good. Um, Pretty much any XVM mod pack I honestly feel is pretty good. Um, but as the game loads in, um, but yeah, the Hellcat they did nerf a while back. Not sure exactly how much time ago, but what they pretty much did was make the turret go a little slower. Um, it still goes a little bit slower forward, but they kind of like nerfed the reverse speed, so that kind of sucks. Um, but yeah, it's not too bad. Get this recording thing out of the way. Play. There we go. Okay. Um, but yeah, if you can find a good sniping position where you can just be just out of somebody's reach. Oh dang, I missed them. But if you can hit them where they have somebody else spot for you, you'll be safe, and usually you won't get hit. That's the best way to play with this tank. Um, the damage is really nice. It does like a ton of damage. And like that, I just killed somebody. So that's pretty easy. Um, but yeah, it does like I think 250 usually damage. It's pretty nice. Better than most tanks, I will say. One of my other favorite tanks is the T150 that I'll probably do a video on later. But it has a 90 millimeter gun, so packs quite a bit of punch. I am not sure exactly what the pen is, but it's one of the highest for the tier 6. If you're looking for a good tank destroyer, this is definitely a great tank destroyer. See if I can get in this spot. Shoot him. This map is usually not the best one for a Hellcat. But I never really heard too much things bad about the Hellcat. Some people still say it's OP. I don't really think it's OP anymore. It's about average. It does pack a good punch, but definitely I would not say it needs to be nerfed like everybody else because they want everything nerfed. Always be careful if you have a flank that's kind of falling apart. Um, the Hellcat has really good speed, so you can pretty much run away. Um, Use that to your advantage. Know when to escape. That will help you a ton if you're not the best Hellcat player yet. And it does tend to ricochet a few times, which is nice because you can get killed quite quickly because it doesn't have the most health points. That's definitely for sure. Only 570 with the good turrets, a little less, like 540 without the best turret on it. Um, It does work good as a scout tank if you need to. It can still pen some tier 8, so never just suicide with it. It does, in fact, actually pen. So if you know how to use it, um, it's really good tank, and I mean, who can beat 250 damage 7 seconds? Pretty nice. Almost never. You almost never. The only thing is you do sometimes miss, but you almost never not pen. Almost never. So I mean that's a huge bonus to that. As you can see, I'm going like 70 kilometers per hour, which is very nice. See if I can pop this guy. Oh, dang. Maybe I can get this last Artie. Only thing you gotta be careful though about Artie. They will go for you because well, you're the weakest pretty much tank in the game when it comes to armor. The Scorpion's about your only lower, armor tank. So Artie will probably go for you and one shot you. So you gotta be really careful about that. Unless you like to be one shot, then you can sit in a spot and never move. But if you want to survive, if you ever get spotted, definitely move because if you don't, just be ready to be slaughtered by Artie because I think I get slaughtered by Artie almost every other game, especially when they see you. And I guess Artie got the Artie. But as you can see, it's a pretty good tank. I average at least a kill a game. I mean, especially when you're top tier, it's so easy to carry on this thing. I am not the best carrier, but in this tank, it's not hard at all. I mean, as you can see, it's like damage after damage after damage after damage after damage after damage. You can almost pen an OI in the front. So, it's definitely a